Hi, welcome to You Gon Learn. This is Mrs. R, and I am here to talk to the left because they have decided to be complete delusional fucks about the loss that they just endured. And they did lose, and they lost because they are continuing to be delusional fucks. And I know this because I grew up poor in the 90s under Democratic presidents. And I had that experience, so I know a little bit about that and all of the things that came with that. And, being a poor white person over the last 30 years as mortality rates have increased, so there's that going on. I grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood under Democratic presidents, so I'm very familiar with the way that people who consider themselves the nice people, my teachers that used to say racist stuff to us and tell us we couldn't read and all that kind of stuff, I'm very familiar with the way that those people think, and I really got to a really good understanding of that while I was at Stanford and participating in pro-immigration rallies and listening to my classmates say pro-eugenics stuff on the regular while I was dealing with that kind of racism, while also being excluded from most of the left organizations that were supposed to be designed to support me because I was white, which is why I founded FLIP, which is the first organization of its kind on an elite college campus, first-gen low-income partnership for first-generation and poor students. They wouldn't let me use the word poor, but now we can talk about it. Shh, don't mention that part. Anyway, so now we can finally talk about class, and it only took a decade. Good job, you guys. I'm real proud. Now, after that, I went on and used all that, and I became a teacher, and in my first semester of classroom teaching by myself, I closed the achievement gap between my Hispanic and white students who were brilliant and amazing and wonderful kids, and I'm really proud of them, and they've grown on to be amazing adults, which is the best compliment you can ever get. And I'm super proud of my service, and I was going to retire because, that's quite enough for a 28-year-old to have accomplished after the things I had to deal with in my life. But y'all broke the contract and you got Trump elected. So now the bitch is coming back. That's right. And I could sit here and guilt you and make you feel like crap and tell you everything that you're doing wrong. And I will. Oh, trust me. I will. But we don't need that right now. Right now what we need is your fucking help. Real, practical, true help. Okay? Here's the thing. We lost. The left lost. Everyone in the left lost. We lost the legislature. We lost the presidency. We lost the Supreme Court. Say goodbye to that. Please, start really talking to your gay friends because they have legitimate concerns, okay? We need your guys' help. And we need practical help. We don't need awareness raising. We don't need, any Occupy Wall Street nonsense. We need real help. We need to start acting locally. It's great that everybody's starting to talk about intersectionality. Yes, we realize that not just myself is oppressed. Good job, you guys. I'm real proud of you for getting there. Gold star. But we also need to act locally. The reason for this is, by the way, we're on retreat because we lost. Okay, we don't have the power to act in that sort of way anymore. At this point, we need to retreat locally, start getting policy change on the local level, start fighting for things like affordable housing in the Bay Area, start fighting against things like homelessness and the kind of ordinances that have really been affecting poor people in those areas, gentrification, domestic violence, those kinds of issues. It's really about what we can effectively do at this point, but it's also about what we need to do as organizers. We do not have the infrastructure and the organizational skills at this point to even remotely be talking about a national campaign. And anyone who tells you otherwise, by the way, is delusional. They are not being realistic about what's happening. They don't know what's going on the ground, and they have no connection to grassroots supporters. I promise you that, okay? And if you don't believe me, I've been right about everything so far. You can go ahead and check my track record on that one. So please start thinking locally, start acting locally, start being involved locally. And it's also about paying your dues. If you have not served on the front lines, serving the homeless, reading to kids, doing that kind of stuff, you don't get to lead. Okay? And we need to start giving the microphone to people who have done that stuff. We need to start giving the microphone to the people that can talk to the people that frankly couldn't tell the difference between you guys and the Republicans. Okay? They couldn't tell the difference, and that's why they didn't vote for you. That's why they lost. And you need to start giving the microphone to the people that they can talk to those people because you frankly don't know how. And the last immediate thing that you can do is really think about how you spend your money. You guys seem to be under the delusion that corporations are going to save you. Here's the thing. This is capitalism, sweethearts. All right? They're there to make a profit. If you want them to change their behavior, you have to take away their money. Stop expecting corporations and Zuckerberg and all these people to save you. They're not going to. They're there to make money. That's what they do. Okay, now you know how the system works. Stop being delusional about it. All right, next time we're going to get into some nitty-gritty about actually knowing the community you serve. I know it blows some of our minds. But until then, I'm out. So please, go feed some homeless people.